Welcome, here I've got XIAOMI Mi 10T Lite and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So let's start by tapping on the camera button to open it, and for now we are in the standard photo mode. Let's see what we've got here. Let me start with this settings bar. Here, as you can see, we can change the modes of this camera. So we have the Pro mode, standard video mode and standard photo mode. By going to the right we get access to portrait mode and more. So here we get some more modes of this camera, like night, 64 megapixels, the best possible quality of this camera, short video, panoramic, document, vlog, slow motion, time-lapse, dual video, long exposure and clone. So this is a lot. I don't have much time to speak about all of these modes now. I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. Now let's go back to the standard photo mode, and here let's start by tapping anywhere at the screen. As you can see, we get access to this kind of ring. This is the focusing ring, so we can pick the focusing area, and this is connected with this small icon from the right. When we tap on this a little bit longer, we get access to extra slider with exposure compensation. As you can see here, we can manage the light of our picture. By going up, we can make our photo more bright. By going down, we can make it more dark. So this is how it works here, and to go back to auto settings we have to just simply tap anywhere at the screen. Now let's have a look at these buttons here. Here we can change the lenses of this camera. We are now on the ultra wide lens. At the center we have the standard wide lens, and then we can get closer to our subject. So this is also connected with zoom. Let me show you how to use zoom. We can do it by tapping on this a little bit longer. As you can see, we can pick here precisely what we want to have and how close we can be and want to be. And also we can do it by using this slider. We can use zoom also by using two fingers like that, but I think when we use this slider we can do it better. So now let's stay on the standard lens here. And let's move to this settings bar here. Let's start from the left corner. The first one button here is the flash. Here we can turn it on the auto. So now the camera recognizes when it's needed, when it's too dark. We can also turn it on every time we take a picture. And also here we get access to the fill light. So now we have turned it on the torch. Now let me keep this turned off from the left here, and let's move to the HDR button. Here we can also turn it on the auto, so the camera recognizes when it's possible to have this. We can turn it on every time we take a picture and also turn it off. And I suggest you to keep this on the auto because the HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our pictures, and it really helps to making our photos just more beautiful and lightful. Now let's move to this button. By just one tap we can turn on Auto Intelligent Camera, and when we have this it should recognize the scene we have when we take a picture and should give us the best possible settings to it. Now we have T letters, so from the text, and I think this is correctly now. Let's turn it off and let's move to this button. When we tap on it we get access to the filters slider, as you can see, and we can make our picture more beautiful before we take it. So from here you can pick whatever you need. I think this is really wide spectrum. And now let's stay on the normal one. Let's move to the right corner now, to this button. When we tap on it we get access to extra settings of the camera. Let's start with the first one, settings bar here. Here we can change aspect ratio of this camera. We are in 3:4 ratio. Let's pick 1:1 from the left. And as you can see, the background has changed to the square one, so this is how it works here. Now let's go again to the settings in the right corner and pick 9:16 ratio. This is how it looks like, so this is the longer one than 4:3. And also here we get access to the full one. So this is the full camera frame. And of course, by tapping again on the right corner, we can easily go back here to 3 and 4, the original one. Now let's move to the second settings bar here. Here we can turn on the camera timer, so we can delay taking our picture. We can pick from 3, 5 or 10 seconds of delay. So let me pick 3 seconds now to show you how it works. And now let me take a picture. Here we have the countdown. And now the picture was taken with 3 seconds of delay, so this is how it works. At the beginning of this settings bar we can turn it off, so let's stay on this one. And now let's move to the movie frame. Here by just one tap we can turn on the movie frame when we want to take our picture, like that. And also in the settings in the right corner, another tap to turn it off. And here, the next one button I want to show you is the show grid lines option, so just one tap here and we can turn them on and off. And now let me keep this turned on. As you can see, we have these lines in the camera preview. This is useful, for example, when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography or making experiments with composition. Also remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture, so when I take a photo and when I go here to the left corner at the bottom to the gallery, we can see them at the real picture. So these lines are only to help us taking better photos. Of course, when we don't need them, we can easily go back to the right corner, then tap on this button, and now the grid lines have gone here. And the next one thing here in the settings from the right I want to show you is the straighten button here. So just one tap to turn it on and turn it off. This is kind of camera leveler here, and in the camera preview we can see this line. As you can see, this is useful when we want to, for example, keep our photographic topic straight at the picture. And this is how it works. Of course, when we don't need this, we can go back to the right corner and then tap on this button. So for now the leveler has gone here. Now let's stay on the settings in the right corner. Here we have access also to the super macro button, so just one tap and we can get to the super macro option to get better macro pictures. We have also the tilt shift option, so when we tap on it we can blur our background. As you can see, this is how it works here. And also we have cool thing, timed burst. When we tap on it we can or tap on it a little bit longer, we get access to these settings, and here we can adjust the number of photos we want to have and the interval. So for example, let me show you how it works. Let's pick 10 photos and interval maybe 4 seconds. So when we have this turned on here at the yellow color, when we take a picture, we get 10 pictures now every 4 seconds. So this is really cool thing, because now we can leave our phone and it takes a picture every 10 seconds. So we can also stop this by tapping again on the shutter and go here to turn it off now. And now let's go to this button from the left with settings. Here we can open the advanced camera settings. As you can see, this is a lot. Let me show you a few of them. Let's start with the watermark. By just one tap here we get access to add timestamp on photos option and also the device watermark. So by using these buttons we can turn them on and off. We can add just one of this, we can add both at the same time. And with the device watermark we have connected the custom one. So when we tap on it we can add our own, for example, as you can see, hard reset, and here we can save it. But remember that the custom is connected with the device, so you can't add this one without the device. You can add also only the device without the custom, because when we turn this off, this is locked now. And now let me keep this turned on. Let's go back to the camera and take a picture to see these watermarks added. Now let's move again to the left corner at the bottom to the gallery. So this is our photo and the watermarks appear here at the bottom. Let's get closer to it. From the left we have Mi 10T Lite watermark, so the device one, with hard reset, the custom, and from the right we have the timestamp. And of course, when we don't need these watermarks, we can easily go back to the camera, then to the settings in the right corner, Then to the left to this button, tap on the watermark and use these buttons to turn it off. Now when we take another picture, the watermarks should be not visible at it. So let's go back to this advanced camera settings. Here the next one thing are the live tips. When we tap on it, we can use this like that by using these buttons. So we can get here some intelligent notification about the dirty lens or about orientation. And now let's move to the scan QR codes option. By using this button we can turn it off and turn it on like that as we need. Of course I suggest you to keep this turned on, because when we have this we can scan QR codes by putting them inside the standard photo mode with the rear camera. So this is really easy, and you can scan QRs by using your camera and you don't need any other app to do it. Now let's have a look at the picture quality. When we tap on it, we can change the quality from high to standard and also the low. And of course I suggest you to keep this on the best possible, which is high. Now let's have a look at the volume buttons function. So when we tap on it, we can manage what our volume buttons, which are here at this device, do with the camera. So with the standard usage with the device, the volume keys allow us to control the volume. In the camera we can pick from shutter, shutter countdown, zoom and volume. Now let me pick for example shutter to show you how it works. Let's go back to the camera and let me try to tap on these buttons. And as you can see, I can easily take a picture now. So this is really cool thing that we have this. Now let's go back to the settings. Let's slide down and let's focus on press and hold shutter button. When we tap on it, we can decide what our shutter do when we tap on it a little bit longer. We can pick from record video, burst shot and focus. Let me show you the burst shot because I think this is really useful and cool option. So let's go back to the camera. And now when we tap on this shutter a little bit longer, we can take many pictures at the same time. And here we have some small countdown. Now let's move again to the right corner to the settings from the left. Let's slide a little bit down and focus on the general settings now. Here we can customize our camera, so we can pick the feature layout. Here we can change the composition of our modes, as you can see, like that, by just tapping a little bit longer on these buttons and sliding them. And here in the right corner we can save our composition. The next one thing here are camera modes also, so here we can decide if we want to have more tab or more panel. And here we can also pick the colors of this camera. We have the yellow color, but we can pick also the other ones. So let me change this for example now to blue and apply. And now when we go back to the camera, we can see that the colors has changed to the blue one. So let's go back here and let's slide again to the general, to the customize. And the last one thing here we can manage is the sound of our shutter. The default is like that, the retro, the modern and the film. So this is how to change this. Now let's go back to the general settings and let's move to the save location info option. By using this button we can turn it off and turn it on, and this option allows us to save the information about the place where we take a picture in the details about it. And here also the important information is that to make it work correctly, when we want to save the actual location of our photo, we have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and we have to turn on the location of this device. So remember also about these two parameters to make it work. Now let me keep turned on all of the settings with location. Let's go back to the camera and take another picture. Let's move again to the gallery to see it, and this is it. Now let's tap on the center so we get access to some gallery options, and to check it location we have to go to the right corner at the bottom to this button. Here let's pick the details. At the last position we have the location information with the full address, and also when we tap on this we get quick access to Google Maps, and here we can check our location at the map. So greetings from Kraków, Poland. Now let's go back to the camera and let's go again to the right corner then to these settings from the left. From here let's slide again to the general settings, and the next one thing here is the shooter sound. So by using this button we can turn it on and turn it off like that as we need. And after managing all of these settings, sometimes we can want to go back to the auto settings to start using this from the beginning. We can do it by using the last one option I want to show you, restore default settings, which is here. When we tap on it we can reset our camera and OK. And now all of this goes back to the auto. You can start using this from the beginning. And that's all. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.